Hello, hello. I hope everyone's doing really good. I'm gonna give it a few. Hopefully people pop on to hang out, because I like to hang out. And I missed you guys, and I miss doing these. So I will give it a few. I'm gonna stir up a few things here too. Ooh, I should probably take that off now. Okay. Hello, hello. For the ones that are logging on, can someone just throw me a comment? Just want to make sure my comments are working. Really hope so, because my laptop is way on the other side of the house. So just send me a quick hello, just to check. Oh, thank you. Perfect. Hey, Michelle, I appreciate it. Awesome. All right. So again, I'm just gonna give it a few. Let people pop on. This is like a hangout, but we're gonna brew some tea, and we're gonna brew some healing tea. And the healing tea is going to revolve not just healing of the soul, because that's what I called it, but we're going to heal the stagnant of your practice. We're going to heal the stagnant of your energy. So it's very lifting, very for the season. Now, I know we got people that live in different hemispheres, but for this tea, it's going to represent being in the wintertime, because that's the season I'm in. So we're going to work some cranberries. We're going to work with some St. John's wort. We're going to work with some lemon balm. But I will give a little bit of disclaimer. If you're on any type of antidepressant, medicine, anything like that, I recommend 100% do not use St. John's wort. Instead, supplement it with passion flower. It'll work the same. The taste will be just a little bit different, but not too much, because we don't really use that much St. John's wort anyways. But I want to give that little bit of disclaimer now, so you're well aware of that. Hey, hello, hello. I love it. Everyone's popping on so quick. Yay. Okay, so another disclaimer. Please bear with me. My kitchen's a mess. This is my first day off, and I did more laundry than anything. So I'm going to show you a little bit at the stove that we're going to do, because the brewing I do is we make our own water. We don't just use plain water. We don't even use just plain moon water or eclipse water or any type of water like that. We brew our own water, and then we infuse with the herbs, okay? So if you've seen my last year's winter tea, we brewed with, what did we brew with? Pomegranate? No. Did we brew with cranberries? I can't remember. Or was it strawberries? I can't remember the tea we made last time. But I remember we brewed. Oh, we used oranges. That's right, we used oranges. But this year we're using cranberries, and we're going to use fresh cranberries. And I did freeze them because I bought them like probably a week ago, and I didn't want them to go bad, so I froze them, which is totally fine, because if you find frozen cranberries, it works just the same, I promise you, okay? But we make our own water. Then we're going to go and put it in our teapot, and then I'm going to take you over to my island, and we're going to blend the herbs together. But we're going to go over the intention with them on why we did it this way, and why I chose the herbs I did. And I will say this tea that we're making tonight, I made it just for you guys, okay? So a little bit about me. If you really don't know me yet, I'm Crystal, obviously. I'm the resident tea witch, or at least I like to pretend I am. A lot of my magic comes from tea magic, aside from draconic and a couple other types of magic. Tea magic is my thing. It's my love, it's my passion, and it's all based off of my intuition. I don't read any books, I don't pick any certain herbs. I go in my apothecary, I stare at all the herbs, and I go, what do I want? What do I want to use today? And I pick certain herbs, and then I go back and I go, okay, well, I'm not familiar with this one, so let me go see what the intention is. And the intention is always exactly what I need it to be. So it works. I'm having a great day, Rachel. Hey, everyone. Sarah Lee says, Maddie and I are at the shop getting the herbs together. Ooh. Hey, Maddie. How are you guys? Oh, I'm so excited for you guys. So excited. I hope it's doing really good. Yes? You have to text me after and let me know for sure. All right. So the first thing first is the cranberries, okay? Which I already brewed them up a little bit. Because I want them to be ready. I didn't want them to waste too much time brewing them. But they don't take very long. Put it on low, medium heat, okay? Like I said, the tea we're going to make today, it's about healing your soul. But when I say soul, I mean your practice and your own energy, okay? Every tea I make, it's not medicinal based, not like some of the other girls. A lot of girls are really good at making like medicinal based stuff. Mine's always spiritual based. It's all what you could heal in your practice and what you're going to be able to do to help you move forward or to help you ascend or to get you out of the comfort zone. So all my teas, keep in mind, are literally spiritual based. So we're going to use cranberries, and the cranberries represent a lot of new energy, but it also represents communication and emotion and getting out of that funk and out of that I just can't do it anymore, I don't have the time anymore, or I don't know what to do, I'm on a roadblock. This is a new energy. So cranberries are fantastic for new energy, and that's why I picked them to be my water base. Okay? So when I'm thinking, when the cranberries are brewing on a low simmer, okay, to get that essence from the cranberries themselves, is I'm thinking about, I'm trying to get out of this stagnation. I'm trying to just get back to where I left off. I'm not trying to stay stuck. I'm not letting my mundane life get my whole like view, you know, and I don't want to just live every single day the same. I want to change stuff. I want to ascend. I want to see where I can go, and I want to explore new things. So this is why I use that for my main water base, okay? So as this is going, and I'm going to take my little, like, get the little snowflakes, okay? And I'm going to, actually, let me just show you now. Bear with me. Okay, as you can see, I had it on a low simmer. Ugh, it's not working that way. Okay, there we go. I had it on a low simmer, and you can see it's still going pretty nice. But the cranberries will literally break open. And another thing with cranberries, if you're using fresh ones, guys, you're going to want a lid, because they will pop, which is great, because to me, that's releasing all the new energy. That's releasing everything that I really, really want, okay? So stir it. I don't have a preference of counterclockwise, clockwise. That's one thing I never really got into. I just stir it how I see fit, and I envision what I want. Ooh, a Zoom Light class. I'm liking this idea. Yes, bring it. Bring it. Hey everyone, that popped on. Okay, so here's the cranberries. Like I said, this is all about, we're doing that new energy. So this is going to push us beyond the threshold. This is going to push us from being stuck all the time, all right? Because I hate being stuck. Like 100% hate being stuck. So then, after this is brewed, okay, I want you to put it in your, you can tell the smoke, put in your little teapot. I'm going to use my glass one that Megan got me for Christmas last year, because it really shows the color, and I'm all about color. So give me 1 second, and let me just pour it into my container. I don't want to hold up too much with this part. Bear with me. Just gonna point you in that direction for a second so my phone doesn't fall off. Again, bear with me. And then here's my leftover on that. Let me just wipe this. And what I always do is that. Okay. Bear with me, bear with me. Bring this over here. All right, so we're moving. We're moving. We moved. Look at that. Isn't that cool? All right, So I have my little setup here. As you can see, I have our herbs that we're going to use. Let me lower this down because I want you guys to actually see everything properly. Here we go. All right. So here's what our cranberries look like after they're brewed. Okay, absolutely beautiful color. You really gotta love it, and that's the base. All right. So set that there. Put that there. Get the strainer. I love this thing. Megan did a great job with this. All right. So the herbs that we're going to use. So the first thing we're going to start with is some chamomile. Okay. So here's some chamomile. These are my little jar ones. I have bigger ones, but chamomile is actually really good for recovery, and it's really good for healing. So we're going to use some of this. And also, like, if you think you have maybe a hex or a curse on you, this is really good for removing it. Okay. Just so you know. So, I say a pinch. To me, that's perfect. But we're going to use that for the healing and recovery phase. Then we're going to look at some St. John's wort, okay? Or passion flower if you're going to use that. Maybe? Okay. Maybe not. So just a pinch of this. So St. John's root drives evil spirits away, okay? But not only that, it's kind of a rebirth to a fresh new start, and that's what we want. So just a pinch of St. John's wort, not too much of this, because this is, and it's also known as an antidepressant also, which is why you can't mix antidepressant pills with an antidepressant herb, just so you know. All right. But like I said, St. John's wort, we're going to do that rebirth to a fresh start, you know, because that's really what we want. Then we're going to move to our lemon balm, guys. Lemon balm. And this is the healing of our spirit in this case. Or a renewal. Because that's pretty much what we want, right? Pinch. And I love lemon balm, so I'm going to add a little extra to this baby because I'm obsessed with this one. And I want a little bit more of healing of my actual spirit. Because everyone's different. And remember, you make this how you want. You have the ingredients and you make it your way. The next is we're going to look at the beautiful roses. And I have pinkish ones. And roses, in this case, we're not doing no love crap. We're doing a spiritual growth. Okay? Because that's also what they represent. So a little bit of roses. Let me just get caught up here. Now you need to take them leftover cranberries with a bit of water and sugar and simmer. Oh, yes. Actually, that's why I have them still in the pot over there, because I'm definitely going to use them for myself as a little snack. Thank you. With a touch of orange zest. Ooh, that sounds good too. Elizabeth says, where do you get your herbs? Do you grow them? From where I live, I can't keep anything alive. So I actually get them from my local apothecary. She orders all my herbs in bulk for me, which is really nice at cost. Hers is called Red Road Apothecary, but she doesn't have an online shop. Hers is just a mortar shop. But yeah, that's where I get all mine. I get them from her because I know hers are very organic, and she grows some of the herbs. Like the cedar comes from her, and what was the other thing that I got from her? Oh, chrysanthemums. I get them from her. Love crap. Listen, you know, your girl's not a lovey-love person. I'm a let's see what you got kind of girl. Wait, why can they not be mixed? What do you mean? What can't be mixed? And I'll keep going as you're telling me that. So, like I said, rosebuds, we're using it for spiritual growth because that's what we want. Then we're going to use some spearmint, which I absolutely love spearmint. Peppermint is my favorite, but absolutely love spearmint. And spearmint is going to be great for this one because this is my favorite. This is our yin and yang. This is our balance. But this is our balance for protection of our own energy, okay? Now, I have a love of spearmint and cranberries together, the taste of it. So I'm adding 3 pinches because I could do that. And my husband's also drinking this tea, so that's why I made a bigger pot instead of just a 1 cup. So keep that in mind, okay? So those are all of our ingredients, which you see right here, right? Chamomile, St. John's wort, lemon balm, roses, spearmint, and then our cranberries. Now, remember, this is a tea magic kind of thing. Our tea magic is no joke. You can use this not only just to drink for you during like a meditation or just before you're trying to boost that intention of new beginnings and getting out of that stagnant energy, but hear me out, because I do this a lot during rituals or as an offering or part of a spell, okay? You can actually even burn this. If you get dried cranberries, that would work too. You could just add that instead and burn it. But I definitely love using it as an offering. I will always use it for Morgan. She loves my okay, I'm back and I'm ready kind of phase, because she's like, oh, it's about time. I've been waiting. I'm kind of getting annoyed that I've been waiting so long. But she definitely accepts it. And if you're doing a type of spell, a candle spell even, having this maybe, you know, having the candle inside here, this around it, giving that boost. Hey, no. Ma'am, no. Sorry, it's my Draga. No. Draga, no. What? What? You want to go play upstairs, your game? Go ahead. So, yeah, but like I said, spell, offering, anything like that. So keep that in mind, because that's what tea magic is. Tea magic is all about working within the herbs, working within the water, it's a process. It's not always meant to be quick and easy, although it very much can be, especially if you're just really thirsty and you like the taste. It's totally cool. Oh, I got you. Okay, so yeah, and everyone else is right. If you mix St. John's wort and an antidepressant pill, it actually has a counter effect and it'll make you really sick. It is actually a big no-no. Even if you look up St. John's wort, it'll tell you to not take this with those type of medications. So it's really bad. Oh, for sure not throwing the goodness away. So I'm going to bring the pot here. And we're going to add the herbs to it, okay? And remember, the whole time, we're thinking of that energy, that boost, that renewal, okay, this isn't me. I've had too much on my plate. I'm done just kind of going through the motions. I want to be in my workings again, okay? So I'm just going to move it. So there it is in my fuser. And then I'm just going to tip so that way I get it. And I'm going to close. And then now this is something I do. I always kind of splurge. There we go. And you let it brew. Now this is an herbal-based tea. So you definitely can leave it sit as long as you want. Unlike green teas where you don't want to let them seep too long. And black teas, you definitely don't want them to seep too long, because black tea is a no-no. If you let it sit, it gets very bitter. And I can deal with bitter, but a lot of people can't deal with bitter. So it's always good not to. But yeah, so don't forget though, you can just switch St. John's wort with passion flower. It has the same properties and the same intention. So it really works. I have a few different types. This is just the one my daughter bought because she knew I wanted a glass teapot really bad. But yeah, so there's you can see the herbs sitting in there beautifully. Let it seep. Now I'm gonna let it seep for a hot minute. But, trying to think what was the other thing I wanted to show you guys. Oh, well, here's my little Buddha. Oh, and if you guys didn't know, I have little, what they call teapots. Now, teapots can be one of few things. So in China, they have teapots where they actually pour water on. It checks the temperature of the water, make sure it's hot, but it also represents you having someone to accompany you during your workings. It also has someone to accompany you in your work magic itself. But in China, it's actually very disrespectful not to have some type of company with it. So I adapted this and I put it into my workings, and I now always have a teapot. I always have a Buddha if I'm doing any type of more Zen, and then of my little dragon here, my golden dragon, to help me with luck and prosperity workings as well. But he is, you know, I work with dragon, so it's kind of a given, honestly. Does anyone have any questions on this while we're waiting for the brewing, or I'm sorry, the seeping process? Please ask. I think I have some more cranberry. Sorry, I had to wash my hands real quick. And then I put a little bit more cranberry juice in there because I still had a little extra. Ah, thanks. Isn't that pretty? Would you believe I found this at a thrift store? 25 cents. Thank you. 25 cents. And I have all different types of teacups too. Like, I'm obsessed with, which while we're waiting, because this is what we do. Show you because I love you guys and I know you all guys will appreciate it. So, you know, I love obviously tea, and I love Japanese and Chinese culture with tea. So I've been very honed on their style of drink cups. So I'm just gonna slide this one over for a second. But I use this one as my offering. So if I offer, and I have a dark blue one too, but I use these teacups, Asian style teacups, as my offerings. So if I'm working with Morgan and I'm offering her something, I'll put it in here. And then I have the secondary one that is the one I drink too. So I have that one. Then my favorite set, which if I had people that really lived by that like to drink tea as much as I would totally have everyone over and we would have literally a tea ceremony, because I've been itching to do an authentic tea ceremony. But I have these babies. So I have a set of 5 of different tea ones. Hey, Kathy! And I've only used them a few times, and usually they're with, like, my husband, because I make him drink out of it. But they have all different colors, and I'm one of those ones that, like, I always wanted to say, if someone comes over, I let them pick what color they want. And that color is going to represent the magic that they, you know, use. If there's a more yellow one, then they need a sunny sunshine type of tea. If they pick a green, they want a more earthy tea. But I'll show you like this. See? It came in like this. Absolutely love them. They're absolutely beautiful. So if they chose blue, then their emotions are hardcore. You know, if they choose a white, you know, they're more of a healing aspect. And then if they go with the lighter blue, that's more of a, what did I say, the blue? I have it all written down how I wanted to represent. But the lighter blue was just kind of like being that airy, free, you know, I'm just ready to go kind of aspect. And I was going to, you know, do this ceremony based on that. Something fun, something different. Just to, you know, work the magic more and show people that you could take something that's old and make it yours, and it's perfectly acceptable and it'll work just as much and just as equal. All right, so let's put some tea in our teacup. Actually, let's do this. I'm gonna lift this up. Ooh, Zoom ceremony, that would be fun. So here's our tea, ladies. Let's see how the pouring works with this. Ooh, look how beautiful that is. Beautiful. Amazing, ladies, amazing. And here is our tea. Now, granted, I'm going to let the rest of this seep because I want it to seep a lot longer. I want it to actually seep for about 10 minutes, and it's only been a few. But initially, the color's still going to be the same because of the cranberries. It's not going to change the color. Now, you can always add green tea in it if you'd like. You can add black tea. On Kathy's page, on her group page, Where Witches Roam, I'm actually doing all the tea representations. And I think green tea's already posted and black tea's already posted. So they give you like what the representation is. And there's so many different types of black teas, guys. Sweeter ones, mellow ones, stronger ones, more bitter ones, sweet ones. And it's the same with green tea too. There's different types of green tea. There's white tea. There's oolong tea. I mean, just there's so much. So if you don't like just plain herbal tea because you just don't like the taste of flowers, you want a little bit of extra, you can use that kind of base too. You just kind of add it. This is not the tea that you're talking about. This is a cranberry-based water with rosebuds, chamomile, St. John's wort, spearmint, and lemon balm. Now, another little kick, guys. If you're wanting to add an extra boost to your magic, and I always say this because a lot of people don't like tea, but they love honey, add some honey, okay? Honey is a great booster. It represents a lot of power punching abilities. So definitely get yourself some honey. It adds to your flavor. I promise it does. It's great. Oh, perfect. I love it, Sarah. Yeah, I'm a tea person. I know there's a lot of people that don't like tea. They prefer coffee, which is totally okay. I used to be that coffee drinker. And then, over a decade ago, I started really just going, you know what? I've read the books. I've done the candle magic stuff. Let's get dirty, literally. And I started blending with more herbs, and it's just so relaxing. And it's calm, it's mellow, and there's no BS, and there's no tricks to it. It's how you make it. Changes your mood, changes your outlook. It brings your zen. It rebalances yourself. It just depends on your intentions. But don't forget, tea can also pack a punch too. It could pack one of those like senbacks, because we use herbs all the time and oils and anointing oils and stuff. You can use it for a senback. You can use it for a hex and a curse. And you can use it even with tea magic too. A lot of people think, oh, tea magic is tea magic. No. You can literally make an oil with tea. You can make any type of spell with tea. Just depends on how you want to use it. I like using it as an offering, 100%, and I use it in my own anointing oils. That's a new thing for me because I didn't realize you could do it until probably about 3.5 months ago. And I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It just adds more me to my stuff because I love tea. My grandmother was a big tea drinker, pinky up tea. I mean, sophisticated like this. Stop over to Graham's house and you want a cup of tea, honey? Let me get you a cup of tea. That's what I grew up with. So that's what I do. And it's really cool because my husband loves my teas. My kids are obsessed with the teas. They're always like, Mom, can I have a cup of tea? Can you make me a cup of tea? Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I just want to sit down for 5 seconds. But, it works nonetheless. Let me just punch you so you guys can actually see a face now. But yeah, I mean, it works nonetheless. Brewing tea as a tea magic, it's not boring. It's not, aesthetic or anything like that. It is literally a way of life. I drink it every day. I take it with me to work. It's great for healing cough and colds, but yes, and I do make them medicinally for my kids. But I love making them spiritually. I love using them as offerings, and I love that the deities that I do work with love it. And I love that the dragons love it, especially the earth dragons. I can burn the herbs. You know what I mean? There's just so much you can do with tea. People just kind of go, oh, it's tea. Ew, gross. I don't think so. I'm like, it's tea. Hello. Yes. Yay, please. But yeah, like an authentic tea ceremony, I'm going to get there one day, guys. I already got some of the parts to it. I got the cups. I got the oh my God, authentic Asian cloths that they use. I got the spoons. I got, like, I'm piecing things together little by little. I'm getting all the stuff I need, so I'm going to have it. Just might not have the attire, the traditional attire, but I will do it nonetheless. Ooh, I like putting mushrooms. I have actually a couple mushrooms, but a lot of people don't like the mushrooms in the tea. I don't mind it. It's not like my go-to, because I like sweet naturally. But well, then again, no, I can't say anything because I like green teas and that's pretty bitter. Like Dragon's Pearls, amazing green tea, just in itself, just by the pearl, and it's a green tea. All right, so yay! I love that, Laura. I'm just getting caught up. And you know what? If it's too bitter for you, adding like butterfly pea flowers or cornflower or hibiscus, just those three alone make teas naturally sweet with no sugar and no honey even in it. Now, granted, hibiscus has a little bitter side, but if you pair it right, beautiful. If you don't like the bitterness of it. And some people don't like floral. That's why I like green tea a lot, because green tea is it's kind of like chamomile. It really relaxes you and brings down every part of your mind. Literally, like, hey, let's relax, take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay. Your multitasking needs to come down. It's time to come down, Crystal. It's time to come down. It's literally what green tea does to me, and it's like, okay. Zen. Ooh, yay, she loves it. Oh, I love it. Perfect. I tried a little bit of it, because I made it really, actually I made some, like there's a whole nother half a jar that I made, because I made extra, just in case. And I tried it, and I enjoyed it a lot. And I added honey into mine too, so that's really good. I'm really happy she loves it. Don't get me wrong, Gina, I love coffee. I love coffee. Black Rifles coffee is my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. Black, please. But yeah. Let me just get caught up more. Ooh, Alyssa says ritual baths with bath teas are my favorite. I don't have a bathtub. We only have stand-up showers in my house. That's why we need a new house. I keep telling my husband that. Like, I need a bath. Like, I just want to relax with candles and flowers and just relaxing with music, and everyone leaves me alone for X amount of time. Love you. See us early. No problem, Kathy. You know where to get hold of me. Ooh, foot baths would be nice too. If my dogs don't drink it at my feet, because they're always around. All right, ladies. Well, if you guys don't have anything else, this was a quick live. Again, I just wanted you to see that it's not that hard. It can be quick. Now, if I'm working with this by myself, I'm taking more time, because brewing the cranberries, I brewed those before I even went live, so that way they're ready for you. The intention has to be set. Most of the time I have candles, but I'm also already on the floor. And I do a lot of my blending on the floor, but I already have my water base set. So it kind of adds to the ambiance to put me into that mood. So, but I'll flip it this way real quick, just so you can see tea one last time. There it is, ladies. Here it is as it's still been sitting. You can see some of the herbs in there. Oops, I love it. But there it is. Your, what did I call this? Healing of the Soul tea. Remember, this is for your energy, to reawaken it, to re-energize it. This is to get you that boost, jump back in that power of your practice. Get away from that stagnation. I know we're the season where everything else is overwhelming with the holidays and people, and you're trying to get together and kid stuff. And trust me, I had concerts and wrestling and basketball and my own job. It's a lot, and I get it. But you have to make time for you, and you have to make time for your practice, even if it's a little bit every day. You gotta push through it, and it's gonna be hard, and you're gonna get agitated, and you're gonna sit on the couch feeling defeated, like, I haven't done anything in a week. I haven't done anything. I can't even pick up a book. I'm so tired. I can't even do anything. Make the time, even if it's a week, 1 day a week. Make an oil. Light a candle. Carve the candle. Anoint the candle. Light the candle. 6 minutes. Set your intention. I promise it's going to help. So, thank you for joining me on this rather quick Dragon Tea Time Live. I had a lot of fun, guys, and I've really missed you guys. And thanks for hanging out with me. And I have to see what other brews I can come up with. You know, that just gives me an excuse to make a mess in the kitchen. All right. Well, have a great night, everyone. I will see you guys soon, and I hope all is well for the remaining of the season. Till our next live. Blessed be and namaste.